All right, this a bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it turned up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
That was an interception like a motherfucker.
Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Down to about the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Tua now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua going to try and run. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on.
This shit funny.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
Yes, sir.
Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Fields. And some room to work. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
from the 22. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
On first down, Fields eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua, throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Out route to Hill, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Well, here we go on 4th down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is going to have the Bears' first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. And that is incomplete here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 30 yards. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score and it put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Back to throw, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
2nd and 11. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, 33 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And there he goes again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try to steal this one.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Pringle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Fields. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Throw caught here by Bird. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts. 74 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And it's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Once again, it's Mostert. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got around the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Tua. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had a touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch it. Stick.
They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. With 30 more yards and another 1st down.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Ritter's pass completes to Pitts. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Get ready.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10.
And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tua, the final shot before half. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And a good job on the tackle there as they